Alright, let's talk about something most of us overlook in our pantries: canned beans. Wait, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. These little guys are quietly revolutionizing how we think about convenience food. I mean, when's the last time you actually stopped to appreciate how powerful a can of beans is? They're not just a backup ingredient, they're a nutritional powerhouse hiding in plain sight. Let me explain why I'm obsessed. First off, the fact that canned beans exist as a shelf-stable, no-cook required superfood feels like cheating the system. Think about it, for less than $1, you get 7 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber in a half-cup serving. That's insane when you compare it to other protein sources. But here's what most people miss: beans aren't just about filling your stomach. They're about sustaining your energy. The combo of fiber and protein slows digestion so hard that your blood sugar doesn't spike and crash like it does with, say, white bread. Personally, I think this is why every nutritionist I've ever followed keeps cans stacked like bricks in their pantry. It's not just convenience, it's a metabolic hack. Now, let's zoom out. Beans are basically nature's multivitamin. They've got iron, folate, potassium, magnesium, the list goes on. But here's the twist: most Americans are deficient in these exact nutrients. So while you're grabbing beans for a quick chile, you're actually fixing gaps in your diet you didn't even know existed. What's wild is how this connects to bigger trends. Like, we spend thousands on supplements, but the answer's been in the 89-cent can next to the tuna all along. In my opinion, that's the kind of irony that makes nutrition so fascinating. And can we talk about the gut health angle? Beans get labeled as gassy, but that's just their PR problem. The real story is their resistant starch and fiber acting as prebiotics. When your gut bacteria ferment those compounds, they produce short-chain fatty acids that heal your gut lining. This isn't just about avoiding bloating, it's about systemic inflammation. A detail I find fascinating? This process might even lower your risk of colon cancer over time. But no, we're all too busy buying $12 probiotic yogurts while beans sit neglected. Here's where I get philosophical: why do we undervalue beans? Is it because they're cheap? Inexpensive foods get a bad rap for being low quality, but beans flip that script. They're a democratizing force in nutrition: accessible, versatile, and infinitely adaptable. Toss them into salads, mash them into dips, or crisp them up for tacos. The fact that they work in both a $20 poke bowl and a college student's budget meal speaks volumes. If you take a step back, beans are basically culinary glue. They hold trends together without demanding attention. Let me wrap this up with a thought: canned beans are a litmus test for how we think about food. Do you value efficiency, sustainability, and quiet reliability? Then beans are your hero. Or are you chasing the next flashy superfood? Either way, the can on your shelf is a tiny rebellion against waste and complexity. Personally, I see them as a quiet revolution, one that asks us to rethink what healthy really means. So next time you're in the grocery aisle, don't just grab them as an afterthought. Grab them like you're stealing a secret weapon from plain sight.